Keyz and Dawoud podcast.
Like I said, what bothers me so much is it's such a reality that that's what we do. Anyone that is brown or a minority is who we making problems with, and it's sad because
you understand
we can't,
that's a conditioning.
No, of course. It started from
ain't
Willie
going
Lynch.
nowhere.
It started from Willie Lynch, and it's still
That's
going on. And until people can get smart and stop being belligerent and ignorant, it's never going to stop.
Who does it
It's
start
never going to
with? Who
stop.
does it start with?
It starts within the homes. Within the homes,
Honestly,
within the homes,
too
within
far
school,
gone.
and a lot of people.
Honestly,
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
It starts with the individual. Forget the home. It's the individual.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say
Because
is you're
if you go
right because
outside-
you can sit up there and raise a child and you
Exactly.
can raise them to the best of your ability,
Exactly.
treat him with all the right things,
Exactly.
and guess what?
The
If
school
you eat that
shooters.
rotten apple,
Yep.
it's gonna be a rotten apple.
That's why I said.
And guess what?
That's what all the
Just
school
like,
shooters are.
Just like when you put a piece of fruit, a piece of fruit that's not rotten
I
with
think
a
we
rotten
we
piece,
got
it
the
ends up getting
analysis.
rotten.
I want fruit now.
Yeah.
Right, I'm hungry.
But no, but
But it's
my
it's
thing
crazy though.
My thing
You know what I'm saying? Because how can us four black men right here love each other and go down in a fire with each other, and then you got all these other people that just like, yo, and then when you talk to them about it, it's like they look at you like they want to pop you.
The thing is, this is
Lead
I
by
realize.
example.
I realize that
Save
you know
who
what
can
it
be
is?
saved.
You don't even.
No,
do that.
you lead
No,
by
no,
example.
Yeah.
No.
You lead by example. You
There
keep
you
building
go.
your empire,
Yep.
and they will eventually
That's
get
what
to
I
a
mean.
freaking
No,
point because
because
they ain't in.
if you try to save somebody,
Can't save
you might
everybody.
kill yourself.
You're gonna kill
Yep.
yourself.
Can't-
Well, this
How
is
many
what I
people-
mean
That's
by
what
saving
happens.
people. I mean
You're
saving,
that's what I mean
sinking
by
ship.
saving somebody is lead by example.
Well, you gotta.
And that's
say
why
that
I'm
was
saying
because
that.
The reason why I'm saying that because these days you gotta be more on your dean than any time. You feel
Of
what I'm
course.
saying? The reason why I say
Common
that is
sense.
because one, a lot of people say these are like the worst times. It's not. It's not the worst
Hell
times.
no.
I don't
No,
think so.
no.
I came up
Bro,
a lot
listen,
tougher. If you
listen
want
to
to
me,
see.
listen.
Time. This is the best time to be honest. You know why? Because now we could touch everybody.
Mm-hmm.
With
Well,
you
guess
know how
what?
many podcasts are
Social
going
media.
on? There's so many. Communication is the key, right? They say
Right.
communication is the key.
That's right.
So we
Absolutely.
talking
Seeing
and
is
talking and
believing.
talking and talking and talking. We just gotta start listening to each other.
Right.
That's it. If I feel hurt, you should be able to. If I feel hurt, I should be able to be like, yo, KR, yo, you hurt my feelings, fam.
Absolutely.
And y'all should be able to like, yo,
It was wrong.
It was
for him
wrong.
to do that.
exactly.
Yeah.
It takes.
You get what I'm
But
saying?
it-
Instead of,
it wasn't
yo,
right.
nigga, you acting like a bitch right now. Yo,
Yo,
shit,
yo,
you acting
But
like
see
a
that,
bitch
but
right
that's the
now.
problem.
You see what I'm saying?
That's the damn problem.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people will be sitting up there. If you,
Everybody
you know,
gets
it's
hurt.
fucked up that to be a man, you can't have no emotions at all. You can't show no
That's the wrong-
sensitivity.
That's the
That's-
wrong
I-
thing.
that's-
No,
You need
but
to
this is
show
the
that.
problem. This is
That's the
this is what I'm
problem.
trying to say. If you show any type of sensitive emotion, oh, you're acting like a little bitch.
Right.
And how many of us in
Well,
this
in
room?
my case-
wait, how
in my
many of
case-
us in this room have been guilty of saying that?
Not me.
You never said
Because
that in
let me
your
tell
life?
you why.
I have.
Let me tell you why.
I have.
When well, if I'm crying,
And I don't believe
if
it.
I'm crying, bruh, please move, because it has different response. I'm crying
There's
because
different types of cry.
if it's a brotherhood, it's different types of cries.
Of course.
Right,
Okay.
the feelings,
There's that
the
cry
feelings.
where you
But,
about to go
but you remember that cry from that dude that turned beet red, right?
Uh-huh.
He's like, and he started crying, and I'm not staying around to see what's gonna happen after that.
You see that beet red means
but then again,
explosion.
yes, when my daughter walked down the aisle at her graduation,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I cried like a baby
Big
because
time.
you feel
Bruh.
me. But
Tears of
at
joy.
no
Tears of
point,
joy.
at no point am I to be misunderstood as a punk for being
No.
sensitive, because
No,
I think
showing my feelings.
I think some of my best relationships was because I could cry.
Right,
You
right,
showed
right.
it. You showed it.
You understand?
But
me?
you know what?
But people know.
But you know
I'm a
what's
punk,
funny?
You gotta let it
And
out.
but KR, but sometimes it depends on the individual that you're crying around. Because you
Okay.
can have a
Hey.
woman.
Oh, judge if
you
you
can have
may.
listen. You can have a woman that if you cry around them, they're automatically. They might not do it in front of your face, but they're clowning you behind the back to the front.
Absolutely.
That's
You
not
know
the-
what?
Okay, I got
And you
this.
know
Check
what?
this out.
They
It
gotta
don't
go.
matter.
They gotta
Check
go.
this out, fellas.
It
Check
don't
this out.
matter.
We can.
I know what you're saying.
I'm gonna give you a beautiful example. Okay. Little do you guys know, I'm a certified high school football coach.
I know that.
Okay.
I didn't know.
I
Wow, it's really cool.
Yes. Oh yes. I'm a
Can I
freshman.
Google that?
Yes, I'm a freshman
Is that a
head
Google
football.
fact?
I'm
All
a
right.
freshman head football coach.
All right.
And I talk to these young men, ninth graders. They're going to explore the world. Right now they're fresh. Everything's coming at them. The women,
Right.
the streets, everything's coming at them right now.
Pulling them in.
So my thing is, I had certain ones from second grade all the way up to 12th grade. They're gone now. They left last year. Okay. When I had them in ninth grade, I talked to these guys. And I told them my story of being in high school, how I excelled in sports, okay? And I gave them back to when I screwed up. But then I also told them everything to expect. And I told these guys how much I loved them. And at the time I told them how much I loved them, tears came out of my eyes.
Yes, man. Yes.
Preach,
Those are your
brother.
kids, man.
Tears came out of my eyes. And the brothers was like, Coach is crying, Coach is crying.
Yeah.
My cousin, my little cousin, he says, Coach loves us.
That's
Coach,
dope.
when we make it, we coming back for you, Coach.
That's
See,
dope.
like we're saying, the tears.
Right.
You see, those were tears that
Oh, geez.
actually meant something,
Yeah.
and these young men took to
Right.
it.
Yep.
Right.
It wasn't
And
tears
that's
of
dope.
oh, you a
You.
sis.
Weakness. It
No,
wasn't
that's
weakness.
But see, the thing is,
Right.
they also respected you.
Exactly.
They
Yes.
cared about you.
Yes.
That's right.
So
Genuine.
they automatically wanted to
Genuinely.
know, wait, what? I never seen Coach do this. Like,
Yes.
what's going on with
Yes.
him?
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
the nephew already knew that. Yo, no,
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
that wrong?
That's
Yes.
genuine.
He just showing us he loves us.
Man,
Yes.
And then they
genuine.
probably all switched on, like, oh shit.
That's genuine. And,
This
and, that,
time,
and that's
it's-
dope
it's a-
because, yo, I'll tell you right now, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, like, I notice the older I get, the more my emotions get more sensitive. Like,
Oh, yes. 'Cause
like
you're
I'm
learning.
gonna be
You're
funny
learning.
right now.
You're
'Cause
learning now.
you know I'm a clown. I'm gonna be a clown right now.
You're
But
learning
I was,
late what we
I was
learned
watching,
earlier.
There you
I was
go.
watching
He's grown.
Avengers, right? And like I always had sensitivity to me. I always was in key and in tune with my emotions. I always had that because it was just natural in me because of the type of person that I am. But the funny thing, I was watching Avengers, man, and I'm tearing up at watching Avengers, a movie. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's amazing how these movies could subliminally touch your emotions
That's
like
the
that.
point.
Inner.
You know what I'm
They gotta
saying?
get in your head.
And if it was good because I was
That's
having different emotions of tears because it was like I had the sad emotional tears and then I had the happy tears when I seen that it's about to be on, they're about to get it.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I would have said before, what part could make you cry there?
Oh,
part.
yes.
But then when I
man.
think about it, now I'm thinking.
When all the people you looked up to.
And I'm talking about actually just the movie,
Yeah.
right now.
No, I'm talking about
And
Avengers.
And I'm like, yo, you know what? What was a real emotional scene for me? Like, how could this guy be emotional about it? And this is because after we talked about it, right?
Right.
And I was like, yo, I get it. You know what was the most powerful scene of that whole movie? What was the most? Did you see the movie?
Oh yes.
You saw the movie, and you saw the movie,
Yes,
right?
I've seen it.
What was the most powerful scene for you?
Well, individually, the most powerful scene. Damn.
Somebody's gonna say the scene that I'm thinking. I
Black
know one of
Panther.
y'all. He fucked it up already. That was the scene.
Black Panther
That scene
coming out.
Yo,
when they
because
was,
when
they
you
was
heard,
losing.
you heard exactly when Captain America was losing, and you heard
Oh, the
to your
whole-
right. He said to your right, I think he said, right? And that's when Hawkeye was coming, but you
Yep.
didn't see him yet.
Right.
All you saw was the circle
Yep.
open, and you saw the Black Panther, and what's
Yes.
the soldier's name from Wakanda? I don't remember her name.
His
Number one
sister.
name, yeah.
I think
No, it
was
wasn't the sister. It was the number one guard.
The-
chick.
yeah,
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
fucking
Yeah, she
dope.
Oh,
she
dang, what was her name?
Yeah.
And they walked in with the fucking
Yep.
the
Wakanda.
confidence. The confidence
Yes.
that I
We
saw
here.
this face.
We
Now
here.
I know it's a movie, and I know everything is fictional and everything, but I haven't. No, I'm gonna take that back because I have seen, but it just made me feel so good to see that he was the first person he saw
The
to
black-
help him, and he was
black,
confident,
strong black
saying, "Oh, we
king.
Oh, we about to fuck them up, yo." You know what I'm saying?
Strong
Like,
black
don't
king.
worry, my
We
G.
here. We
Yo.
got you.
You fucked up right
But
now.
you know
But
what?
we about to dig in their ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's
I have to go
what
to
I
a-
saw through that scene.
I have to go to a sidebar on that one, being that you brought that up and
That
we
scene was
brought it
deep.
up, being a Marvel. I must say, I'm very proud of Marvel, the way
I
they're
am
going
too.
with
That-
black
Captain
superheroes.
America.
No, Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Yeah,
You
Luke
see
Cage
how
is a great
Luke Cage
show.
had?
A lot.
They came with the
But they
Gangstar.
canceled them. Why?
No, I know,
No,
which is messed up. But they
Because
had,
you know why?
they had.
they put in just sorry to cut
I
you
think
off,
it's a
just quick
Netflix
second.
thing.
And they're putting them into the
Is it all
that
Sony,
group. That
the
group,
MCU,
you know the group that
the
they
MCU.
started, the blind. It was
Yeah.
The Defenders?
something.
Yeah, it
Fist.
was the Defenders. They already
Defenders.
did.
But they did that already.
No, they're doing it again. They're gonna
Oh,
do
really?
it again. That's why they canceled out the thing because I think they're trying to
Okay.
make it into a movie.
Okay.
I think.
You read the comics?
I read the comics.
See, I'm not that.
Dope.
Me too. I read the
I haven't
comics.
either,
Luke Cage.
but I've always
I'm
been a
going
fan of
back.
DC.
Okay.
And
Go ahead, I'm
remember
sorry, I
Super
didn't mean to
Friends?
cut you off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyways, but it was dope because Luke Cage had the first one was all about Gangstar.
Right.
And the second one was CL Smooth and Pete Rock. You know what I'm saying? And it is dope because like for them, you know, shouts to Chiao Roker.
That's your first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm always on with that. With
Yeah,
the
but
shout-out. Go
it's
ahead,
dope
I'm just
because
fucking
you know
with you.
Chiao Roker
No, I
was
don't know who the hell that is.
the one. He was the dude.
Do you know who that is?
Nope.
From what you call it, I think that's how you say his name. Chiel Roker. He was the one that was with Biggie and them. The light skinned dude that was down with Biggie and Puff back in the day.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I didn't remember. I'm sorry. We just,
Hold
we
on.
just don't remember.
You probably need to see
I
a
do, all
picture.
right, yeah, we
Does it
probably
really
don't-
matter?
So no,
Yeah,
I
you can still tell the
sure.
story though.
Yeah.
So anyways, Chiel Roker.
He's still.
Oh, yeah, that shit is fucking shit.
You're probably not pronouncing his name
Producer of Black. What was it?
right. Producer of Black.
How about getting to the?
Yeah, the story, man.
Producer of Luke Cage.
He always takes these tangents. Just tell us the story.
Yeah.
He's telling us.
The
gonna
people
be
want
all
to
right.
know.
It's gonna
I'm
be
sorry.
all right.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be
I
all
I
right.
just had to get this.
It's gonna be
All
all
right, so
right.
listen. While he's looking for his white man right now, right?
Right.
It's
Listen,
not a white-
you just said he was white. I thought
No,
you
I
said
said
he
he's
was
a
white.
black dude, light skin.
Okay, well, you looking for the light bright.
Mulatto.
We'll figure it out, right? So listen,
Mulatto.
did you know in the movie? I don't know. I didn't see it yet, but they said Howard the Duck was in
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
he
And they
was.
said he walked out on.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He did.
And
Yeah.
I want
he
to see
was
what.
drunk
I want to
looking.
see. Yo, first of all, let me. I don't know if y'all know. I was a big Howard the Duck fan. I like
too.
Howard.
It was a good show.
I thought that was a good show.
Chio Coker.
Chio Cole. I still don't know who the fuck.
All right, and we just-
But anyway,
Yeah, I know
I
who
thought that
that is.
I fucking love that movie. Did you love?
Yeah,
They need
Howard
to
the
do
Duck.
Howard the Duck over. I thought that was.
It was a good show.
Yeah, girls and
Did,
all.
did
Chio
they do
Coker.
two?
It was Howard the Duck. Yes, it was.
It was Howard the Duck and then
one and two.
and two. Yeah, because I remember the first one he was when he first came,
Yeah.
and then the second one was like when
This
he was
was
trying to.
94.
Yeah, it was
I think
90.
it was 94.
I still don't know who that is.
Yeah.
He looks like a writer. Is he a writer?
Don't know who it is. Okay,
He's
so
a-
but tell us what
Yeah,
you're trying to
now
get
you-
to.
Well,
Exactly.
here goes another picture without the.
Okay, we got his picture.
Exactly. Like, come on.
What is,
Sorry.
what,
Move
we really
on.
know
Well,
that.
he's basically he was the one that did the musical production and all
Okay.
that.
Music production was
and
great.
he like back in the days he was down with
We don't care about that. Put
Biggie
the
and the
story.
Junior Mafia. Well, no, I was just saying because it was just dope how they bring the black music and everything like that,
Oh,
and plus
into
Luke
the
Cage
movie.
being from Harlem,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Harlem
Yeah.
and everything, and just to see that whole scenery like that,
I think
and it was
Rock-
just a beautiful
I think
thing.
Rock did a lot of production for that too behind the scene. I just see.
Well, yeah, the second part
Yeah.
because
So it's
it
culture.
was-
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
It's
And
for the
it's so
street.
dope.
You know, it's staying right where it's at.
Didn't Nas do something with the Get Down?
To get down, yes.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's coming
a
to
few
that.
heads, a
Yeah,
few
yeah,
heads.
yeah. He
You
helped.
gotta give them. I mean, they're using their music and everything.
And you
so-
telling their stories.
Yeah.
So
All right. Speaking of stories, I totally forgot. I don't know if we talked about this, but did I tell you
Oh,
about
he
the
also-
Fresh Prince?
Oh yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
talked,
you
we
did.
talked about that?
He also did
Okay.
this, y'all.
All right.
Just
So
to show
talked
you.
about the Fresh
did
Prince
you
coming
hear about that? No, about the way they
The
coming back?
the
way they
show.
doing
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, drama.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
a
you're
drama.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So all right.
He
see,
wasn't here.
KL
The
wasn't
Fresh
Yeah.
Prince is gonna be a drama because this was a young white boy,
No,
Young
black.
a black dude,
Black kid.
young black
From
dude,
Chicago.
end up making like his own version of the Prince of Bel-Air, but it's a drama instead of a comedy.
It's fucking awesome.
But he said it was
Who's the
dope.
actors?
I don't
All
know,
Unknown.
but the whole
You
point
wanna
of the
see
matter
the-
is
you wanna see
Will
the drama?
Smith
Listen, no, hear
backed
me
it.
out. hear me out. Let me explain, because
Go ahead.
he's butchering the explanation.
Oh, wow.
Let me help you, because he doesn't know what you're talking about. So he's
Yeah,
I was
already not-
explaining to him how it's a
No,
drama.
that was
And
a good
Will
explanation.
Smith is backing this.
No,
That's what I was
yeah,
telling
yeah.
you. That's how good it was that
Yeah,
Will Smith
but I'm gonna
decided.
give you the reason, the what, how it looks, because
Yeah.
you right now you're like the Fresh Prince. What? How?
Yeah.
That picture.
That's
The
not
90s?
exactly. I'm painting the-
It's like them trying to
I'm
do
the artist,
Martin
I'm
as a
painting
drama.
No, it might work with this. Let me paint it for you. Let me paint it.
Now you get into the second,
All right,
everything.
so now listen to this.
I don't think Martin would
You
work.
remember the intro of the Fresh Prince, right? That famous song. You know, first of all, you know that song is like
Video.
all over the world, right? Like,
Absolutely.
That song is like one of the major number one rap
They have a
songs in the
scene
world.
in Suicide Girls. Google Suicide Girls if you don't know, but they're like a cabaret of women that travel.
do the, yes, I
and
see
they have
that.
a routine
That they do to the
to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
so listen.
wow.
Sexy, though.
So now you remember the show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right?
Yeah.
So this guy sat there and said, "What if every episode that Fresh Prince had, because it was a comedy, what if he made it into a drama
Okay.
and you felt it?"
Oh, there was some. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, see,
there
now
was some
you see the
scene with his
picture.
father.
With the
It's
father.
all
There was,
of
there
that.
was openings for all of that.
that.
Yeah. Okay, so you can
and
do
they
that.
changed the name. It's
Okay.
not called Fresh Prince of
Okay.
Bel-Air.
You
It's
could do
just
that.
called Bel-Air.
They just made you laugh, but some of the topics were very serious.
It was
Exactly.
very
But
good,
now listen,
very
listen.
real.
Now peep this. They made it called Bel-Air. They made it where we saw the argument between him and his mother that made him go to Uncle Phil.
Oh.
We saw the fight that was in the entering scenes,
Right.
but we saw it in a real font. Meaning, he got arrested because he had a gun that day.
Oh, that's dope.
You see how your head's all fucked up? Now you want to see it, right?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's all I'm going to do.
Yep. and think
That's not
about
what it
this.
is, but-
Who's
No,
the
but think
director?
about
Who's
this.
the director?
All the reality.
Fresh dude. This
Yeah.
kid is a
Okay.
young
No name.
kid.
All
So
no
peep
name.
this.
Bomb.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Now you could tell him that part.
But think about the
No,
yeah.
tell him that part
Oh,
now.
about Will Smith.
Yeah, now it
Going
makes
seeing
sense.
it and then was like, yo, I want to do something with you and everything like that. But the whole thing of the matter is, by it being a drama, now they could probably get a MA-17 or something like that to where the rating
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
where
Oh, yeah,
now
yeah.
there could be sexual content in it and
Right.
everything.
Okay.
And you remember how
Imagine
many
that, Will
bitches
smashing.
Will was fucking in
Yeah.
the
Oh,
comedy?
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
real it will be in
Yeah.
reality?
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Really-
not reality,
really-
but
he was
in
really doing it.
drama.
He was really
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
So also, now the kid not only wrote this all in his head, he filmed it and put it on YouTube. And then Will saw it. Went and flew and found the motherfucker. And said, "Oh, I'm gonna back you because this shit is fucking lit. I never would have thought of this. I thought it was some
Yeah.
old white guy who came up with this idea." The dude is like 28, 29.
That's dope.
And from
That's
Chicago.
dope.
That's
He
dope.
said, so Will interviewed the kid. The kid was like, "Yo, I was just driving one day and literally went in a tunnel. And when I came out of the tunnel, I had the idea.
The whole thing.
The whole idea. Had it all mapped out in his head."
That's
I was like, that's fucking amazing.
Can't wait.
But now what you just said though, when we was trying to explain it to you, what if they did that for Martin?
Oh, that'd be. Ooh.
That's
Wow.
deep.
How would that work?
That's deep.
That would
Martin
be
was a
deep.
radio
That-
host.
that would be a
then
lot
he
of
became a
sexual
TV
content.
host.
All of that.
And BDB.
Yep.
you know what I'm
Oh, my
saying?
God.
That would have been hot.
Tommy
man.
Cole.
Oh my god.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm
that'd
saying?
be, that'd be a lot of sexual content in there.
A lot in all of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Come on now. Shanae.
So- Oh, I
Georgie
don't
and
want to see
Weezy
that part.
moving
I don't
on
want
up.
to see that part.
Georgie
I don't
and
want to
Weezy
see
moving up.
Sinead because that's a real transvestite.
Yeah.
They gonna put a real transvestite.
Doggone right, gonna act the part. Oh,
No, no, but no, because Shanae was supposed to be an actual woman, but real
Well,
ugly looking.
de-
And I
deep-
know who
in
can
depth,
play
it
her.
could play- it
I
could
know
be
who can play her.
Shaw
That
Underwood?
comedian.
Shaw Underwood.
No, the comedian.
She's a comedian. Shaw
No,
Underwood.
the other comedian.
What
The
other?
one that when Marlon woke up, he was like, "Damn!" Like he didn't remember. Like in Money, something
I
Money.
know what you're talking about.
And
oh,
the chick, she's a comedian.
Wait,
Wasn't they supposed
that's
to make
his
a
sister?
movie?
that
I
wasn't the
don't-
Wayne sister.
No. This
I
is
know
the-
who you're talking about.
The
That
chick
was
I'm
in-
talking about
He was
is
talking about Mo
she
Money.
was in
and
some
Mo
Saturday
Money.
Night Live.
It was in
She
Mo Money.
Maybe I don't know.
Leslie
Same
Jones?
chick. No, it was a different chick. But this chick could play her.
She had.
This-
Well,
this-
come on, man.
Sorry.
Shooting off. I had to do the Matrix out of there. Spitting over
Anyways,
there.
a little saliva jump. But anyways, it happens. I haven't got to drink water.
But yo, you're right. She could play him.
Yeah.
She could play him.
Because you need somebody who kind of doesn't look attractive, but that's funny. And
I know you
and
talking
serious.
about
That could
Leslie.
be anybody
Leslie,
now.
that's her name, Leslie.
Is that
And
the
she
name?
always
She's a stand-up
wear the
comedian
high
also.
top, like straight high top. She was in
And she
Oh,
was
you
in
talking about one
Saturday
on
Night Live.
SNL?
Yes.
Leslie
Yes,
Jones.
the one from Saturday
Leslie
Night Live.
Jones.
Yeah.
Leslie Jones, that's
Yeah.
her name, Leslie Jones.
Yeah, she could definitely
She
do
funny as hell.
She's really funny. She's the only thing
That's
that's funny on the show.
She's a sister. I love her. So wasn't they supposed to make?
Let's
Exactly. See how I
sidebar.
came out.
Let's sidebar.
Cut this one right there.
Wasn't they supposed to make a movie with Wanda and Shanae?
Yeah, they was,
yeah.
but it never. I don't think the money, but I don't think that shit was gonna be good anyway.
Nah.
When you really
Yeah,
think about it, that
it
gotta
was
be a
Wanda,
fucking.
Shanae, Medea, all of
That
them
gotta be a
around the world,
fucking
and-
script though. That would have to be a real. You know what? Now that you
But
say
there's
that,
no more Medea.
they didn't say Medea
Yeah.
at the
There's no
time.
more
But
Medea.
now, if you add him into it, they might make it good.
Oh yeah,
Cause
that's
he
some
could
crazy
make them
shit.
crazy
Yeah, but Medea's
scenes
dead.
happen. Yeah, some shit like that.
I was
Medea's
looking forward
dead.
to that.
Yeah, but-
that Medea's dead.
Oh, she got
He-
him.
Yeah,
he killed her
Medea.
on a
He-
set.
Tyler Perry killed off Medea. He was like,
yeah.
Medea.
When?
There's a play. So he
Oh,
killed.
it's a-
He,
it's a
ki- he,
play.
ki- he There's a play. He killed her off
Not the
as the
movie.
character. That was
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Never again.
wow. I
You
didn't
watch
hear
it one
about that.
time,
The
never
last
again.
movie.
The last movie was a funeral, right?
Yeah, but she
did
was in it. She was in the movie.
Right. So is it?
She never
Is
dies in the movies,
to be
just
exact.
in the play.
Or is it Hollywood
Stage
dead?
play.
Who's
Well,
dead?
all of
Stage
them,
play.
all of them are stage
Stage
plays
play.
first.
Right, I know that.
So he's
Majority.
probably ahead of
Killing
the
that
game
off.
in the stage play.
Yeah, the
he's
stage
ahead
plays
of
are
the game
always-
with this
Right.
one.
Always.
But on Hollywood,
Yeah.
He's probably
Yeah, because
ahead
I
of
remember
the
I
game.
seen Medea
It's
went to
coming.
jail. Whoa, like what
The
I think
play?
it was at the Chevrolet Theater.
That
and
play
that was like
years ago.
Wow.
Years
Yeah, we
ago.
What was it? The 05.
That's when niggas
No,
was really
7
buying
or 8.
movies.
there was too
Number
many
8.
bootleg versions
Yeah.
for me to go see it live.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was heavy.
Sorry. I love
Speaking of
Perry.
live,
I mean,
yo,
but when you see the bootleg live, it don't even bother you because it's like whatever.
Yo,
It's
but
live.
speaking of live, right? So last night, I went out last night, guys. I don't usually get to go out.
Nice.
So I went out last
Sorry to hear
night.
that.
Cedric.
Wife got me some Cedric the Entertainer tickets, right?
Oh wow,
Was
nice.
that last night?
It was last night. And Trey Songz was up there as well
Oh
too.
man,
You
I was
know
supposed to
what I
go to that.
Let me tell you how. I went to see Cedric. My wife doesn't remember, but we went to see Cedric the Entertainer when they was in the Kings of Comedy.
Right.
The Kings of Comedy shit was fucking
That was
funny. That
bananas,
was
right?
hilarious. Last night, this nigga didn't miss a step.
Really?
Cedric's dope.
He had
He's
me
straight.
fucking
Straight,
crying.
man.
Did he do any of the
And
OG?
his jokes,
He's
his
straight.
jokes is
Good.
and no, every joke he told was a brand new joke. I never heard it. Those jokes.
He never
I'm
does
saying,
past
did he do
routines.
any of the
No
last
old
OG
shit.
shit?
No old
No, the
shit.
last OG.
No
Because you know he's
old,
the
that's
character out.
old.
Last
That is-
OG.
Do you understand what old is?
I don't
When you're
consider
doing
that old.
stand up, that's old.
How's
Because
that old?
everybody's seen it. It's on TV, dog.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Nah,
what's
but I
wrong with
wasn't
him,
thinking.
man? He's
I
still
wasn't
doing
thinking of like. I wasn't even
That's
thinking
why
about
they
that.
don't do
but
that.
I'm saying,
Once
like,
it's
you
on
know,
TV, they're not gonna go touring the world with that.
Yeah, I gotta watch
I've seen
that.
it
The
Yeah.
last
You know
OG
what I mean?
season
This
2.
was
I want to see
brand
Tracy
new.
Morgan.
now.
He was talking about Connecticut.
I
That's
wanna-
how
oh,
he was
that's
talking
dope.
about New London.
That's dope.
He was
He been
talking
here for a
about
while.
Boston.
He been going
You know what I'm
around
saying?
for a
Like
while.
he was talking about shit.
Yo.
Like, I would
Nice.
never
Nice.
think that he would even know the shit he was talking
Yeah.
about.
I wanna
Like,
see Tracy.
It was funny. It was funny.
I want to see Tracy.
I don't know about that one yet.
I like Tracy.
I think he needs a little bit more healing from because lately
You didn't like
I think
the one he
missing
did
a
Saturday
step.
night?
That was alright.
That was dope. Yo.
It wasn't Tracy.
Come on, Morgan.
Yeah, the one.
It wasn't-
Remember he
You never
did
seen
the
Tracy
Saturday Night
Morgan
Live
live?
one? No.
I
Remember he
seen
did
him
the
in the
Saturday Night
beginning
Live?
when he was right out of the projects. Dude
That
had me
was funny.
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
Palace.
Remember he was
downtown.
Hustle Man.
Woo,
He was Hustle Man on Martin.
When before
Before
all
Hustle
that.
Man, nah.
Oh, really?
When he was just coming out the gate
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
from
This
the
is when-
project.
this is when he
the
was
big,
on,
the big belly one.
Oh,
This is when he was
like
on Def
he
Jam.
was-
He was on Def Jam.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
that was.
He was
I mean, to
hilarious.
me,
That was the bug.
that was a good.
But
time.
he's coming back though. I get
Yeah.
like the last OG now.
Yeah, I seen.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
I
think that was a
couldn't,
good
I
show.
Tiffany
couldn't, I
Haddish.
couldn't grab onto it all the way. I saw like a couple of seasons and it didn't drive
You
me
mean one
the way.
There's only one season.
That's what I'm saying.
How
I
many
didn't-
episodes you
We did a couple
no,
episodes.
a couple
Episodes.
episodes,
Right.
and it
I like it.
didn't.
I like
like
that. I
it.
thought it was good. I thought it
like
was
it. I think
fun.
it's dope.
You know what it is? He's not what he used to be, but he still got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I figured that's
Been
just
through a
old
lot.
being
Did you ever
old,
watch
too.
him on SNL?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
He was the
I
best
liked
on
him
SNL.
I liked him on
Yeah,
SNL.
he was good. He was good
Loud,
on
but
SNL.
but you got to remember, this is when they was no whole bar in it.
Yo,
That
you
was
know
back
what?
in the
I'm
days.
gonna
They
keep it
was
real
good.
with you. I'm not feeling my boy,
Who?
Kevin Hart.
Me too.
I never
I think
was.
Movie-wise,
everybody is.
yes.
I think everybody's on the
Too
same.
too
I
much.
love the movies.
Too many movies.
I love the
It became
Don't get me
oversaturated.
wrong. Don't get me
I
wrong.
watched the
Here-
new
here-
one.
It's too much.
Don't get me wrong. I
Too
think
much.
Kevin Hart is an inspiring
Yep.
actor.
But
he
he's too much.
comes
He
off.
killed himself.
Yes, but
Killed
stand up. He
No,
never
his stand-up
was.
really,
For
the
me, he
first
wasn't
one,
always.
The
first couple.
of them were good.
Yeah.
But the thing was with him is he tried so hard to become a megastar, which he
He
accomplished
is.
that.
Yeah.
But now you're a megastar, and when you're a
Where
megastar,
else do you go now?
exactly, you can't get the funny.
You see Martin's trying to
funny
come
that
back.
we used to. Now you know why? How I know you can't do that because Chris Rock
Tambourine.
always dropped. He always dropped out of the scene after he did a movie because he knew he had to get low. You can't be that dude every day, every year,
Well,
all the time.
here's
on,
the
on.
difference. Here's the difference between
Kevin
those
Hart
two.
is interviewing people. He's producing shows. He's on TV. He's on
everywhere.
movies.
Yup.
He's on this.
Doing the
he's,
Uber
he's
shit.
Ubering.
But
he's
here's
doing
the-
the
He has a
Uber
YouTube
Eats.
show.
He's
Here's the
fucking in
thing.
on a frozen tub with fucking LeBron talking with him.
Yeah.
Then he's on LeBron's show. Then he's on every talk show. He's on Ellen. There's 50
killing
clips
it.
of him and Ellen.
Yeah.
There's
Wow.
50 clips
He's
of
killing
him
it.
and Ellen.
Saturation.
Now,
Oversaturated.
I love that you like you
He's
said.
an entertainer,
But
and
he's
that's the
too
part
much
where
of an
I
entertainer.
that's what I'm saying. My point is the fact that he does not write his own material, and I know Richard
yeah.
Pryor didn't do all of it, but Richard Pryor stayed in certain lanes at certain times.
Honestly,
but that part
let's
of him,
keep it a buck. None of them wrote their own material all the way through.
Didn't Mooney?
Mooney is the
He
writer.
wrote for
of
for Richard.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
But
Live in
it's
Color,
not as
First of
funny.
all, we
Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
we put all of this behind on writing, even when it comes to hip hop and when it comes to. We the only ones
But
who
Chris
do that
Rock
stupid
don't
shit.
have Chris Rock don't have writers though.
Yes, he does.
Chris Rock has writers.
Yes, he does.
That's terrible.
I think every
His
comedian
Yo,
kind of does.
Yo,
Best friend.
But you know who's
Yeah.
dope as fuck? And every last comedian will say he's one of the best right now, Dave Chappelle.
Always,
All the
always.
big ones.
So what?
Chris
But
Rock.
He has a writer too.
Are you
what
talking about?
Does he?
Are you
Yes.
talking about? Are you talking about
Neil
Dave
Brennan
Chappelle?
is his writer, the fucking co-host of his show. The white
wow.
boy in the show.
Here's what I got for that.
co-host
Here's what I
shit.
got for that. I like Dave Chappelle's show, Chappelle, versus stand-up Chappelle.
I love stuff.
That's just me.
Oh,
That's
And I've
hard.
seen
That's
him- and I've
hard.
seen
That's
him
hard.
Like,
To be
kick
I've
him in the
seen
pussy.
him live, and it's
That's
not.
hard.
Listen,
It's
I
not
kick
like
him
the
in the pussy.
sitcom
Listen.
for me.
Listen, I was on the first episode. It's on footage.
Yeah, because they have people.
No, I'm literally in the audience. They zoom in on
Right,
my face.
like Def Jam
and it's
comedy.
part
A
of
lot
it.
of people will be.
I've
You never
seen
told
him
me
live.
that.
I've seen him live
Nice.
that way, and I've seen him live stand up.
Okay,
And I kicked
This
her in the pussy.
motherfucker is hilarious both
without
Yeah.
without the censorship.
Yeah,
both ways.
bro.
Then or now.
That kick him in the
Whoa.
pussy joke. Best fucking joke
Okay.
I've ever heard in my life. He was like, "Yo," and the way he
He's
does
like, "I'm
it,
so dope,
he
I'll
said,
freestyle."
He said, "I freestyle. This is what I do. I write down shit like, kick her in the pussy, and I put it in a
I
jar.
seen that one. I seen
I
that.
put it in a jar.
See, that was funny.
I don't." And then 20 minutes later,
Yeah.
you know what? That bitch was right. And I kicked her in the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like his
Is
comedic,
he still
his
what he
comedic
was to you
timing?
now?
Oh man, he's
Yes.
dope.
Yes.
Yes.
Cause he,
As long as he's
yo,
still
Dave
never-
is fresh now because he took all that time off.
Yeah.
Yep, and kept on
Okay.
He
writing.
preserved himself.
That's
And
my
you know
dude,
when
yo.
I know, you know how you know somebody is a mega talent,
Just
especially
made for that.
For that is when you can pinpoint jokes. Pinpoint joke, like he has standard jokes like crackhead baby. What you doing out here, crackhead baby?
Oh,
you
yeah.
should be out here, crackhead baby.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
It's like
Yo,
he
it's
has
crazy.
lines that you will never
Yo,
forget.
and then he said, he said the next thing you know, I seen crackhead baby coming out the pussy.
You know what I'm saying? And he winds down the window. Come here, crackhead baby. How much weed you got? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so his thing, and the thing is, again,
Why was we so hard on him in Hartford though? I guess that's
Because
just that.
Everybody has an
they
off.
wanted him.
Everybody has a- and
no,
Tiffany
what
had
it
a
was,
off day, too.
what it was is they wanted
was off.
Dave to do that old shit,
yeah,
and
it-
he
but
didn't
was
want to
off.
do it.
And he was off.
Yeah.
And he wasn't off.
He
See, the
wasn't
thing is
ready.
this: everybody wants to owe you all
Yep.
the time. You
Yep.
can't
All
be the
the
owe
time
you.
they
You
want to
can't
owe
be.
you.
You can't be that. But at the same time, when you reinvent yourself, you're making the new you. You're making the new you. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So My whole thing is this: with Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think he is the living king.
Yes.
He is the living king
Yeah.
of stand-up comedians
Yep.
of all right now. But he has writers.
Yep.
And my thing is this: everybody has writers.
But
if
think
you had
about
a
it.
show, if you had a TV show, you had to have a writer.
Had to-
But think
you had
about
to.
Robin
think about the
Williams,
writers,
he
though.
had writers
Think
too.
about the writers though.
You had to have a writer.
Dave may have writers, but all them concepts come from Dave's mind.
That's
and
not
they
true.
writing.
That's
Well-
no, because he influences
That's
it.
not true either.
You don't think he influences it?
I'm telling
Paul
you because
Mooney
he
was
said
there.
it. He said it.
Paul was
Exactly.
there.
He said Paul Mooney wrote some of his jokes.
Yeah.
Paul, he literally told
Obviously,
he
Dave
said it.
Chappelle.
But they're great chemistry,
Yeah.
and that's what
See,
matters.
that's
key
what
is
it was,
absolutely.
the chemistry.
That's
key
what
is
matters.
this. People, it doesn't
It's the
take away
chemistry.
that he's still great. You know that, right?
Of course not.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Of course
Just because
not.
he has a writer doesn't mean he's
Oh,
not
no.
great.
Yeah.
He's still number one.
Richard Pryor's still the king.
Paul Mooney also
but
wrote
Paul
from
Mooney.
Richard Pryor too.
But it's obvious
But
these
you know
people
why?
were great because
No,
they
you have
didn't
to
always
have
have
the
writers.
talent.
No,
They
you
didn't
have
always
to
have
have
writers.
the-
No,
you have
all
to have
of
the
them all have
projection.
writers.
No, I said they didn't always have writers.
Right, but this is the
So
thing.
they had to be dope.
But the thing is this: people don't understand that for you to be able to hit the masses, it can't come from one mind. It can't come from one mind.
When you're talking about
Because then you get
being a
You're gonna
celebrity,
be closed-minded.
yeah.
No, anything.
Anyone could get a writer's
we gotta
block.
bring it on home.
But yeah. So anyways,
my thing is this. My last statement, and then
Yep.
you can wrap it up. My thing is this. Don't say just because any artist has a writer, that doesn't take away from them.
Yeah.
no.
They still are still good because you know
Unless-
why? You know why? You still like that person. You have to like the person that you
Right.
see delivering
Right.
it. Because maybe Paul Mooney couldn't deliver it that way.
Yeah.
But that's all I wanted to say. That's
Right.
my point.
we gotta continue
Definitely.
this.
Yeah, that was a
But
good
listen,
conversation.
Okay.
This has been the Keyz and Dawoud podcast. And we just want to sign off, tell everybody, follow us on our social medias,
Yo,
check us
we're
out.
not shouting it out
You know what I'm
because-
saying?
Subscribe.
This guy
be
killed it
somewhere.
already.
Killed it
He killed it
already.
already.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be all around the screen.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Hit that subscribe.
But yo,
Hard
so
being busy.
peace, love, and blessings.
Hard being
This has been
busy.
episode
Oh.
56.
Yes.
And we are in the mix.
Yes, and also salute to all the mothers out there. It is
That's
Mother's
Right.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Love
To
y'all.
moms.
And guess
I love
what?
the moms.
It's Parents' Day every day, y'all.
Every day.
Yeah, but it's-
Like and
but it's
share,
Mother's Day.
bitches. Oh.
Mama.
The Keyz and Dawoud Podcast.